All right, all good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all them good things for you and for us. How you doing? Welcome to Real Show. This is another doubleheader because we're trying to move on. We're trying to keep grooving. It's going to be episode 16 and 17 of season 3 of the Real Show. I'm joined by two of my really great acquaintances. We're almost friends, guys. I got to be honest with you, kind of, mostly. We got the Vice Lunatic right here, and then below, the voice, the presence, the essence of, we can now say, NWA New Mexico Duke City Championship Wrestling.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful thing to say. How
This
y'all
is
doing, gentlemen?
Oh man, Sally, this is the first real show of a brand new era for Duke City Championship Wrestling as sanctioned by the National Wrestling Alliance. And how sweet it is to actually be part of something so much bigger than ourselves and to be able to bring the showcase that we have to a nationwide audience. And it's a beautiful thing.
It's pretty cool, man. New Mexico's had good wrestling for a long time. We've been doing this in DCCW for only a couple of years, and here we are. So I'm excited to see what changes this brings up. Some things stay the same, some things be different, but all of it, I think, is going to be really awesome, and I can't wait to see it.
One of the things that's the same is I'm still here. You're welcome. You're lovelies. And
Same.
we got different colors on our name tags, man. This actually feels good. We're celebrating the turquoise of the beautiful land of entrapment, New Mexico. Entrapment. Yeah, that one. Whichever one. I was supposed to be gone 20 years ago, man. But
depends on which line you're on.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sticking around. Hopefully it's proven to be worth it.
Like me being me right now, and like being a shoot, it is my honor, gentlemen, every time I'm with you, serving with you, and just putting on as great of a show as we can every time. Lately, these last few years, there's been another little notch been like we're working towards, and every single person that's been working with us has been delivering, and it's been beautiful. It's kind of starting hot, man.
And
Yeah.
we've already got talent in the house for this one.
Mr. Happy in the house.
Saying what's up.
And of
oh yeah.
One of my favorites, man.
That's my man.
Money man. Money
man. I can't stop putting that guy over, man. I tell everybody that's the man right there.
He is not nice, but his talent is undeniable.
Don't care. He's awesome. So
we shan't deny the talent of such.
No, not in the slightest.
But as we're kicking off, we're on episode 16 of season 3. This is our last 2 episodes of covering from Albuquerque Comic-Con back in January. WIlde versus Thunder. This was actually a very nice, surprising match. You got age versus age and experience.
Yep,
going against each other in this. This is actually really cool. Really cool matchup right here.
Yeah, it seriously is. Just because it was, you get to see young Mr. Wilde here showing up and showing out, and it's just all the young dudes that we've got doing this have been such an immense group of talent. And for the folks that didn't get to see get his match against Valak Vile, he was uncorking a nasty side.
Yeah, actually, I recall that.
Yeah, RJ comes in, and I love the way that this guy puts on a show. And going up against Thunder of all people, like that's it's like half. I got something to prove. It's half. Hey, you're just gonna see everything that I can do properly. So
yeah, because he's just athletic. He's agile for miles, and it's so cool to see what this young man can bring to the ring. Because again, we cannot stop pointing this out. He's only been wrestling since August of 2024. Ridiculous. Yeah,
look at that.
That's kind of the thing, though, right? Is you get these wrestlers who we say hasn't been wrestling that long. No. Okay, but that doesn't say anything about their lack of talent, lack of skill. It's and that's an amazing thing to see. Guys like my boy Jaden Monroe, of course, not who's still who still is he's a young man, and these guys are young men who haven't had 10, 15 years experience in the ring, but man, they can easily look like it, and that's pretty freaking cool.
100%. It is so cool to see this new absolute bumper crop of athletic prospects.
Yes.
I mean, athletic prodigies, honestly.
What a word.
Absolute bumper clot. Yes.
What
Bumper
a word.
A bumper clot. Oh no. Blood clot.
Blood clot, man.
Yeah, this is it.
All right, folks, there's another t-shirt.
Everything Fernando says, and then what I repeat. That's like 2, 3, 5 merches right there, dude.
But
All of my
shirts
merch.
2 shirts, a hat, and maybe a keychain. I don't know.
Yeah. But yes, it is so cool to see everybody who's been just out there, and we've been so lucky to have them on our roster. And it's you get to see them improve wrestling at Duke City Championship Wrestling, and you get to see them. You'll soon get to see them all over the place, all across the NWA sanctioned markets. And
That's insane. That's so good. That's so awesome.
This is so weird to say so far. I mean, we'll get used to it, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
now, I want to point out here that this is the 5-minute All Fast MVD match, and some people look at the fact that this match has a 5-minute time limit. That does not dictate what you will see. Okay,
no,
there's a lot that can happen in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
trust me, man.
It's not your garden variety squash match. It is a match that lends itself to a sense of desperation, because you get 2 evenly matched competitors. Also, disgusting TKO by Thunder.
That was beautiful.
Just dropped him on his dome piece. And but yeah, you see, it's just that scramble to the finish, because you get to showcase yourself as being somebody who can get the job done in a short period of time without it being any sort of
hit him with a wrench.
You see the his
was that
equivalent
baby
of
wrenchy?
wrenchy.
Okay, so that might be my fault. We keep tools to tighten the ropes if we have to. So it's just,
and then you see that low angle running knee too, and that was nice.
And then the time limit ran out.
There it is. You had 5, man.
Yep.
That
it
goes by
nice
like that.
Is just that after the unusual circumstances of the 5-minute challenge that we had featuring you, Saleh, it looks like we've been trying to relax it a little bit, that if they demand things to keep going, that we will. And, that way I think we are fairly able to keep it from turning into a DQ if necessary.
Well, I'll be the first to admit I could have asked nicer.
First? Okay.
I'll be the first to admit that I could have, but you're so caught up in the moment. You see the time run out, and you're just like, I was so pissed.
Oh,
messing up my show every time, Saleh. I swear.
Hey, man.
Or my flow, I said show. Sorry.
You see,
the flow show.
He was hitting the ground and pound on Thunder there, and then you see him take the knee brace. He was going for full Busaiku and just didn't.
About to.
Yep, and then walks right into that.
It's a full flying knee straight out of Mortal Kombat, dude.
Yep.
By the way, I just love watching how Jeff the Ref grazes on his counts.
He's windmilling.
We need to tell him the mat won't hurt him. So
sometimes he's
been a bit of a delicate fellow.
That's a great spear.
Yeah,
one
picture perfect.
It's his equivalent of the running hug.
I don't know. That's Saleh's thing. The running.
Saleh's that's my thing.
Yeah.
That's my line.
Thunder's running hug stops short.
RJ, Yeah.
CRJ Wilde is not happy about that one, but then you see it directly leads into the change in attitude for him for that for the next match that he has, because he goes full Shinjiro Otani on Valak Vile during their matches with the boot scrapes and just he does the face stretches. It was just he does the full pardon the expression, but full dickhead heel, and it's great to see.
I love it. Coming up next, we have the next matchup for the episode 16, season 3. We got Turbo Test versus For Sale, Team For Sale, man. This was actually
quite unbiased, Saleh. Come on.
I will be very objective. My boys were screwed, man. All right.
No,
but thing is, you get to see the fact that with Ronin, he was really just putting so much effort into establishing that vertical base, making sure that people got to see that he was mastering his own center of gravity. When you see, two powerhouses like Turbo Tony and Tommy Test just completely unable to get him off his feet, You see, because Tommy Test, he loved giving people those scoop slams, and yet, it was just this man was not to be moved. He was a pillar. He was the very rock against which these waves were crashing harmlessly.
Well said, actually. Well said. Like, that's one of the things when working with Ronin. You got to know that you're going to go against very sturdy building. You're with a firm foundation, and you're going to have to work extra hard.
Yeah, you're fighting a block of concrete.
Yeah, and it's very impressive to see how far people have to dig to work on them, because it's no small feat.
No, it's one of the things that yeah.
Look at that.
Man. He thought the shoulder charge would open that door, and it just did not. It held
It's a classic phrase: unstoppable force meets the immovable object.
Well said.
And there's a lot of meat in that ring right now. I'm just gonna say,
man meat.
It's it's
man meat, slapping meats.
Right there, my friend.
Look at that.
That's the response I was trying to get out of.
Look at that. Trying. Look at that. There you go. Cut him off. No,
traps.
That'd have to be that's going to be a strong scoop.
Yep. And you see Tommy is not a small man.
Nope, he ain't.
Mr. Happy confirming my my estimate there. Yeah.
Yeah, because I touch on this during the commentary for our next show there, that it was for somebody like Mr. Happy. It was just sheerly the fact that he had that powerlifting background, that he was doing Olympic class weightlifting, that he was able to move somebody like Ronin, especially when Ronin don't want to be moved, because it was something where you have to be somebody of exceptional physical strength to be able to move a man like that. Not to say nothing of the sheer size of the Samoan sadist right here, because Eldon Finau, we've been waiting to see this man in the ring for a minute.
Absolutely. And this is his first go around with us in ring, I believe.
Oh,
because first in ring match that he's had, and it was oof,
impressive.
It takes some doing, and as you see, it takes two of them.
It takes a lot to take him, man. The Samoan sadist, Eldon Finau. I'm very, the outcome is not what I wanted, but to see how he came to deliver, and he came ready to show, and he showed up.
A very nearly insurmountable obstacle for the tag team champs' first defense, because it was just like, as we were saying, it was like I'm not sure they're even going to be able to get out of the gate with this one.
Nope.
Because these are two formidable men they find themselves standing across the ring from. And it was, and then you see there, he was able to get Tommy Test up. And then Turbo Tony is coming on in. And once again, the way that they are able to establish an advantage is just by one man right after the other on him.
It's crazy. Like, looking at the dynamics of this match, you got speed and power versus speed and power.
Yep.
It's insane.
Power earned.
Oh, it's a thing, baby.
Oof.
Look at it, wake up. There you go. Look at that.
Oh, a headbutt to the back of the head.
How is he still alive?
So if anybody knows the lore, Samoans with headbutts, you don't do it. Just
No.
flat out. There's I don't know, what do you call that? What do you just it's a hard coconut to crack? No, that's down there.
What's that? No, yeah,
Okay.
that's fair, dude. It's
I was going to say it was just again, it was that particular piece of the block of concrete.
yeah.
When you're dealing with a people who are renowned for their sturdiness from head to toe, that it's just
toe to head. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Well, we're so deeply rooted, like from our culture, man. It's all about staying rooted and staying connected to the ancestors. And when you've had ancestors who are also extremely strong too, it helps out a little bit with the physicality of your upbringing.
Indeed. Oh man.
He got his other eye.
Getting a little bit of attention from Big Nate.
That's crazy. Like Turbo Tony just like tripping. I don't know how that happened, man.
Well, the thing is, what most people need to take into consideration here is you see the eye of the Ronin. That obviously that it's going to require a little bit of attention there. Just because you see just that white orb there peering out from underneath that scar, that you expect that there may be something going on with that every so often during the course of a match.
The things that Ronin have seen reflect on that eye, and he's still
eyeball white.
Oh yeah.
What do you do? See it with one eye open?
Hey,
sleep.
Sometimes you got to.
Yeah, it was
play safe.
It was a surreptitious wink at the wrong time.
Yes, syrup wink. Yes,
he probably just got too close to Saleh's left. Never mind.
Go on.
Wow,
it's a family show, folks.
Oh man, and then you see the Samoan sadist get right in there, and man, he's tossing Hobo Tony around, and neither of their opponents are small men.
Nope. Look at that. Honestly, I'm still proud of my boys for sale, man. These guys coming up and showing out. I have a saying that I'm going to say for the first time. It doesn't care. We don't care about wins or losses as long as you know to never cross us again. I don't really care about data. We don't care about anything like that. We just want to let you know you're going to feel.
100%. And I did enjoy the fact that Eldon was going for that leg hook Saito suplex on Turbo Tony, because if he
that's a heavy scoop.
You see that he was feeling it down low, because then Eldon turns around right into that body slam, and that is about all that Tommy Test can do. Look at that. Just
it looked like he was about to. Yep, okay, never mind. He did.
Takes it out of you.
Yeah.
I was like, it looks like he wanted to fall. Oh, there he is.
Yep, that was about all you could ask of that young man at that point in that match.
Kids, that's why it's very important to breathe. Very important.
Get the hot tag. Hot tag. Get there.
Get the hot tag.
Get the hot tag.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
That wasn't water.
Did you need water?
That was probably bucked up energy. That's probably what it was.
Yeah. So funny, because they actually sell bucked up at the Circle K right next to my house.
I need to try this. Booked up. I need to try this. Well, the boys are all fired up, man.
Oh, amen.
That is a deep swanton. Look at that. Holy crap.
Man.
That's impressive.
But you know, it was just as you saw, they had to pull out all the stops. You saw Tommy Test had to dig as deep as he ever has in a match with his own, not inconsiderable strength. Boy, look, he almost landed on his feet coming off of that.
Oh man.
But yeah, that was about as hard fought a victory as you would ever see for the tag champions. But it was just that was how it shook out at the end.
Fun fact: I actually have spoken to Turbo about his swanton before, and he actually has stated that if he's not careful, he will will launch himself pretty much across the entire ring.
Oh, I'm sure. Because that is,
I think he holds back is what it is, just so we can get to the center.
He has to remember to go for height, not distance.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was not at all a bad show, and the crowd was loving every second of it.
Absolutely. There's so much energy when it comes to tag team matches in general, and then you get tag teams like that in the ring, and there's just no quiet in the crowd at that point.
This is true. And so it is time for the final episode of DCCW's personal issue at Albuquerque Comic-Con, and we get to see another debut who definitely made a name for himself for this one.
CJ Frost, man.
CJ Frost.
This is the Fatal Four-Way, including yours truly, and truly, It's your pleasure. It was really fun, man. But this one, CJ Frost was talking a lot, man, on the way to this match. He wanted to make a big impression, and I just couldn't wait to get my hands on him.
Oh my goodness! A little bit of impatience from one Jaden Money Monroe here.
Just Money Man. Just, if you're watching the episode live,
he wants to get to the money match.
Go on.
Yep. Well, it's our first one in this venue, and he definitely was the deserved headliner on it. Absolutely. Now, for our Route 66, well, it was our four-way. It was not specifically a title defense, but nevertheless, these gentlemen had some doing to do if they wanted to be able to be first in line, and it was just all of y'all were really getting into it, and Happy was out there taking his time, tossing.
Yeah, he was, man.
A little bit of back end. I mean, I didn't actually know what was going on, and we hit Happy's music. He goes out. I see on my monitor all the action going on in the ring. Happy's still patrolling along. I'm like, no, just let the music go. It's fine. This is fine. It's one of those moments where you don't always know what to do in wrestling. You just kind of like let it run. Let it unfold. See what happens.
Oh no, we there is no argument there. That is 100% the mark of a smart defender.
Mark of a champion, usually.
Yep.
And also, you have to understand when it's a three-way or four-way match. The action going on in the ring, you don't have to be involved. Just slide right in, right when you have to.
And this
opportunity
was the right
strikes.
time.
Yeah, well,
Scott and I got business, man. We got business to handle.
Absolutely, and you were right there, ready, willing, and able to get in on it. Oh my goodness! And it was just wow, going for it. And this was the you might end the match right there, my friend.
Oh man, what is he doing? How did he do this?
Because it's just that rare combination of agility and power, and that will always make Mr. Happy an opponent that you don't want to sleep on.
I was afraid in that corner. I thought he was going to hit you with a code red or something there for a second. That's what the setup about looked like.
Oh, and then the two-post massacre, all prepped and ready.
This is
Enrique Calderon wanted to say hi to me. I want to say hi back. Look at this.
Oh, and making his way into the comments, we've got the bounty hunter, the
everywhere
legend himself.
Oh, that man gets everywhere. How does he know everything that's going on?
Bounty hunter got eyes everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it never hurts to be within the course of executing one's duties to keep a head up.
Duty goes the job description, I guess.
Oh God!
Double DDT. Okay. Yeah. We've talked about this before. All that action right there, on the stage. Right there by the entrance. That's somebody who helps put everything together physically. put everything together to get the show set up. I'm nervous for all the action right there by the steel, by the monitor. I don't want to pick it up.
And for that, and for that
Yeah.
Natalia Markova versus Zamaya match, the suplex on the stage was one of the most brutal things I'd seen.
The suplex heard around Comic-Con. Holy crap!
So,
and it only got more brutal during their rematch at our follow-up show as well.
oh my gosh,
It's going to be a while before the folks can see that. It'll be a couple weeks, but for that main event mixed tag match, that was savagery.
Fun fact. Another reason why it's always a great idea to see these shows live and in person.
Yeah.
Fun fact for y'all: this match wasn't much fun. This match hurt.
No. Oh, I do not doubt that. I don't doubt that for a moment.
It's a real stage.
Look at him just drag him from the stage. Just drag him.
A big bad splash.
That was a bad splash.
Man, that I would not have wanted to be any part of that.
Oh man, this is so another little behind the curtain for you. This is during Comic-Con weekend. I run the panels and the after hours events for Comic-Con, and I still had to run the event the whole weekend.
Still hurting.
Oh, bro, everything was hurting.
Yeah.
But the general manager of the convention center saw me after, and he goes, "Hey, so the people from the Kiva wanted to ask, did you break the stage?" I was like, "Nah, man, it's still good." He goes, "Good, man, because we'd have to charge you, but I would have covered it." They enjoyed it.
How funny would that have been? That I had to have to run the supernatural panel and just a sinkhole happens. And they all...
Sally was here.
Yep. Whoa. Even to this day, the presence of one Sally Taylor is being felt
on that stage. On this very stage.
Jared Padalecki, no.
Oh, these boys were all just messing me up.
Yeah.
How dare they?
That was so many hits coming from every corner.
I like the fact that there's so many camera angles happening when there's more action ringside.
Oh, that was beauty.
Man, money is just letting us have it today.
Money man.
And that guy doesn't hold back. You know better than that.
Yeah. No, he absolutely doesn't. We didn't we did not bring him on board for DCCW for any sort of restraint.
No, we never do.
No. Now, of course, it's going. You know, he's going to show his unrestrained. Oh, goodness gracious! That beak breaker. That you saw him just take that right on top of his head.
Yeah. When there's more than three people in a match, man, you get caught up in the moments outside.
Yeah.
Got to keep your eyes on the road.
Look at Sally. Get out of my way, Amelia.
She's the sweetest thing, man, but she was in my way.
Yeah. Oh, look. Oh.
Whoa.
Turned inside out.
Yeah. That
is the term I believe we use.
Hey, and look, just making her way on into the chat. We've got Zamaya.
The Samaya.
Yeah, we were.
It's an honor.
The Samaya.
The Samaya. Yeah, man.
I get tongue tied with that for a second. Sorry. It's
what a show.
Supposed to be one of my jobs to be able to talk, and can't seem to do that well today.
Indeed, my friends.
So what happened after the match? Yeah, go ahead.
Bryan Idol came out and looking at the contract that was set before. This is one of the things we keep talking about. We didn't realize that was also in the language that the Route 66 title is a fighting title. If you're not defending it at least 30 days, you will
It's
have to
at
relinquish.
least once every calendar month, I believe.
There it is.
Yeah.
And Happy, thinking that he can just have a little exercise and not put the title on the line. Woo!
Well, I suppose you had to let him know rather forcefully. Look at the 1,000-yard stare.
Hell did you
Good
do?
gracious.
He had something in his chin, had to wipe it off.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, you're all heart, Sully.
Oh yeah, man. And I wanted to get the best seat in the house. I like to see
Love how
things
the
great.
referee's distracted by paperwork.
Distracted. He's talking to him. They had to read it through. Look at that.
However you want to
as
look
well
at
as
it, I think
do,
it's hilarious.
We have to pay very close attention to every ounce of paperwork that comes through here, because just all of those jackals back there in legal and for all of these other administrations are just waiting. Oh my goodness!
I don't. What are they? I don't. What are they going to do? Fire me? Okay.
Look at that. It's in the end of the day.
It's carriage
Just like
of justice we just witnessed.
Oh,
and look at that! He couldn't be happier.
Fresh
and
off
new.
Fresh off a rough collarbone injury, and got gold already.
2 or 3 weeks before this, he broke his collarbone.
Yeah.
Oh man!
Sully literally turned Happy's face paint into a frown. I mean, hey, you know, it was just a.
If he really did, I want to
heavy hands.
If he really did, I want a screenshot.
Look at this.
Happy. Just the.
I don't know what he had in his pocket. He's hiding something. Oh God, he's attacking me. Look at this. Wow. I'm getting viciously attacked.
And a big break.
Completely unprovoked.
Wow, look at that fold.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Okay. And he was about to take the new champion's head off with that one. But
how dare he?
Bryan Idol manages to escape to the outside with his new title. And unfortunately, the thing that we kind of had to figure out there was, because of all of the finessing that was done with that paperwork, was that the Route 66 title is now officially the property of the NWA.
Look at that.
I don't know what to say on that one.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Is that going to be your background, Solly?
Yes, it is actually. Oh man, it's beautiful. By the way, I got cussed out by a 9-year-old.
Oh wow.
So much for being a family show.
Yeah, no kidding. Boy,
relentless.
Kids, yeah, they had a lot to say.
Can't control the crowd.
A clown without a crown.
If we wanted to control the crowd, we wouldn't be in this business. So
no argument here. Oh, and I would also like to take a moment, just because I hadn't brought it up from the last time we did stuff, is we still do have that Patreon going live and strong here at patreon.com/Duke City Championship Wrestling, for everybody who wants to be able to, because that was one of the things that had been brought to my attention so much by our fans, is they want to know how they can continue to support DCCW, now sanctioned by the National Wrestling Alliance, outside of simply buying tickets and being at the shows. And folks, if you do want to be part of that, to be part of the booster club to help us get to where we need to be, to support a small business with people who are working very hard to make sure that you're entertained each and every week, please do consider checking us out at patreon.com/Duke City Championship Wrestling and throwing a little bit of that dosh our way, because believe me, every single ounce of it goes deeply, deeply appreciated.
And yes, we had to use the full name for the site.
Yes.
Oh, and that lovely, lovely heavyweight championship title right there. That's what it's all about.
Main event, baby.
I think I've said this before, a little backstory. We had it lined up for Jaden Monroe to challenge Hobo Hank for the title. But Hobo had a different enemy in the Mighty Influenza. Couldn't do it.
The new DCCW interim champion was Influenza.
I will not admit that one. So finally he gets a shot, And this is, and personally, I think this is pretty cool that he gets this match at Comic-Con. Because that's two firsts for us, So, man, this guy deserves it. My camera is just not liking me today.
We get this, and it was just like,
I don't like you either.
That's a lie.
You get to see the comic book rendering of Hobo Hank as spotlighted there in the poster over Kevin's shoulder. And
I'm
you
proud
get
of that one.
to see an athlete with a comic book physique in the person of one Jaden Money Monroe. And this
Money
was
Man
a match to remember, folks.
Every match that Jaden is in, I just call the money match of the night. So,
ooh, well said.
That's what. Oh, I'm gonna start putting those in the. I'm gonna start putting that phrase on the screens every time he's in a match. Watch.
Offering him look at that. Offering him a chance to get out of this butt whooping he's about to get.
Do you have any idea how many of those bean and cheese burritos at the Frontier that would afford?
Honestly, I actually know. I actually know the number.
Hey, he knows.
The world.
Oh, there he goes. There's another one.
You know how many all subs you can get from?
How many? Oh man, how many of those all
subs? Money. He's stealing now.
Oh, there is
stealing.
Chasing his vodka with an Ultra Sunrise.
Well, when you come from the alley behind the Frontier restaurant, there's, that's dinner several times. And you don't even have to travel.
Viciously attacking this young man. He just tried to offer him a deal. And the Zamaya,
Whoa.
Yo.
Oh.
No.
Oh, no.
How dare.
Now, if you folks saw that is a healthy respect for the pit stop right there, because if you folks saw Hobo Hank's debut in the NWA on NWA Power, the pit stop actually led directly to his very first pinfall victory.
He beat the Gimp.
Yeah.
That was
Eggs the Gimp. He gave him the pit stop, and he couldn't get it out of his mask.
I think Joe Gallo was trying to rename it the Pity City, which, honestly, I don't mind that either. But pit stop's what we know it as.
Yep.
We get enough city talk in these shows these days.
Ooh, look at that!
Oh man, very nice.
Snapmare, very good.
Into that
Money Man,
Mr. Perfect neck snap.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah,
just straight
Money
into
Man.
Jumping on the turnbuckle.
Yeah,
just
no hesitation.
Show off
there.
as he should.
It's just he's. It is, again, as I've said, we did not bring him in for his sense of restraint, and sometimes that is to my direct detriment. But you see that this is a young man who is just constant motion.
When's the last time we seen him with a double axe handle from the ropes? That was beautiful.
Yeah,
a classic for a reason.
Oh,
absolutely
man.
Underrated move.
Agreed.
Oh man, big shot to the
He's
side.
Just giving it to him. Look at that.
Booting him. Oh man.
See, normally I wouldn't like, certain people to do certain things that aren't right, Saleh. But man, something about Jaden just struck me the first time I saw him in action, and it was epic in my mind. That's the only word I could think of. It's like, wait, this guy's been wrestling how long? No way. Somebody's lying to me. Yeah. Somebody's lying to me.
Oh,
and then you see that short arm clothesline right there, and he just smooth as silk. And you see already that the champion is in trouble.
Now, this is something that has the veteran status of Hobo Hank supposed to work in his favor. Right now, it's not.
No.
And a lot of times against somebody like Jaden, it's not, because you have these young guys coming in, different kind of fire, different kind of training, different kind of just hunger. And that right there, creative, right?
Yep. You do not see that every day. You absolutely do not.
Mark my words, one of these days, Hobo Hank is going to meet his match
in somebody just
a few years, less than a few years into their career. Title or not, it's just going to wow everybody. And
Money man.
Well, it's a war of attrition in the wrestling game that nobody can stay on top forever. You know, it is just you will find that gunslinger, whether it's a seasoned veteran or or somebody relatively new who has a new angle of approach that you don't see coming, because it's the one you don't see coming that relieves you of that relieves you of that title.
You will always see one of two endings to that. Either somebody takes your spot or you pass the torch.
Yep.
That's it.
Ooh.
Man, oh goodness gracious. Made in the wild. Oh no. Ooh. You see the blurring of the camera during that one.
We see Hobo Hank behind the curtain the entire day. We know where he's been. So
he's doing those hack squats. It gets him good and sweaty.
And that was unfortunately it. But man,
oh goodness, she's rendered insensate. The absolute
she's rendered sensate.
Pass out from that too.
She's watching Sense8, did you say?
Yeah.
I don't care how tough you are.
Good show. I mean, hey, I can't shoot.
That's probably
that
worse
angle
than
like Kyle smacking him in the head.
Yeah. Wake up, get up, buddy.
And then speaking of city,
oh man,
Pretty City Express, baby.
Pretty City is right on in, and you heard the crowd was going crazy during this time. They were so happy to see Hobo Hank successfully defending the title, and then Pretty City comes on in, and they were so mad.
Oh, Bounty Hunter calling a shot, but look, all these guys.
That's a bold statement, but you know what? It's like we just said that it's going to be whether an established veteran or somebody new with something unseen before. You folks have seen from all of the matches that he's had here in Duke City Championship Wrestling that the Bounty Hunter is about as formidable an adversary as you are likely to see. I mean, considering the fact that he very nearly pulped a man's head with a steel chair in the match prior to this.
He had it coming.
Man.
You see this right here, right? This is elements of a war. You see that, right? I think that's the kind of thing people are waiting to see. I kind of want to see. Just saying.
And you get to see our boys Sky High here, and who actually made their showing on AEW television not too long ago.
That's right.
Which was really, really.
After Jaden
got a point. He's got a point.
Yeah,
Money man got a point.
Yeah, no, that was it. He just pocketed that cash, and then you get what you pay for, right?
He stole it. He stole it.
Unfortunately, we didn't count on the fact that he knew that if he also won, he'd get more money. I mean, yeah, we messed that one up. Oh well.
But honestly, it's expensive living in the dumpster behind Frontier, man. Those prices have gone up. It's insane.
Jaden's going to get another shot. I know.
Oh, he better. He's
in the near future. He's going to get another shot, and it's not going to go Hobo's way next time. That's what I'm banking on.
I do not doubt this, and just from my perspective, gentlemen, I can tell you that this is a young man who is one to watch out for, and I think he's going to be finding himself hoisting championship gold here sooner rather than later.
I agree. Jaden Money Man Monroe is a name that I cannot say enough. That he's an amazing talent, and the Zamaya also is an amazing presence. That every time you see her, there is something to be felt. Whether if you're in front of her or you're watching, you're gonna feel what's happening.
Yeah, because outside of this, just backstage, there were a lot of our female wrestlers who had heard they'd heard things about the fearsome Zamaya, and it was just that it was equal measures wanting to get into the ring with her and wanting to stay very far away from her. And not just during this show, but on our next show, Love Hurts, you get to see in equal measure exactly why somebody would want to be her opponent and why that would be a very bad idea indeed.
She's also not one to be afraid to mix it up with the big guys.
No, not in the slightest.
No way. She'll
bad news. Bad news, that one. But it is part of this beautiful mosaic of talent that we have arrayed here at Duke City Championship Wrestling, and with our new partnership, our merger with the National Wrestling Alliance, there's going to be so many more new faces that you'll be seeing here, not just at the El Rey, not just at the Rio Rancho Event Center, but all over the place. Not only that, folks, you will also be getting to see our talent elsewhere. So please keep an eye out, keep those ears and eyes open, because we're on our way up, and you definitely don't want to miss anything having to do with us or ours.
I still have a job after all this, right? I mean, I'm not getting
this is our job, man. We
not getting
about
replaced.
You're not going anywhere.
Okay.
You're so important. So that was season 3, episode 16 and 17. That concludes our Comic-Con personal issue show from January. We have Love Hurts that will start coming out this weekend. That's just, we're so excited for those. It's been a beautiful thing seeing how everyone has been just showing up to work and putting out and just making it, just showing that we want to keep our spots in the locker room and on the show. So it's been a beautiful thing. Our next show will be live at the beautiful and historic El Rey Theater. We're back on a Thursday, the 20th of March. Doors open at 6. First bell's at 7. This is the what's the name of this one again? The spring.
This one is going to be Springtime Ring Time, and that's less than 3 weeks away, folks. So please check out DCCWtickets.com, and you will be able to get those ducats just as quickly as possible, because you're not going to want to miss this one.
Our first official show.
Yep.
Our first official show under the NWA umbrella.
I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm excited.
There you go, baby.
All the things, man.
And I need to get more of those shirts.
I gotta call them too. I need more of my shirt. I almost ran out of my shirts, man. So it's a beautiful thing. Gentlemen, any last words, please?
Fernando?
Honestly, I've said just about everything I can. Please, check this one out. Check out patreon.com/Duke City Championship Wrestling, DCCWtickets.com. It's all on an upward trajectory here, folks. Duke City Championship Wrestling has the proverbial rocket strapped to its hindquarters, and it only gets better.
This show is very easy to see. We put the episodes on YouTube. We look over it here on the Real Show, but I promise you, there is nothing like seeing professional wrestling live and in person. Trust me. So many people have doubted what I say, and then they show up to even just their first one, and they don't miss one after that. No. So March 20th is our next show. Doors at 6. The show will start about 7, and we have a couple other things lined up that we're working up, and DCCWtickets.com. It will go quickly, and because we sold out this last show, and then some. We've had shows that are so packed that we don't know what to do with people anymore.
No, I had to bring in more chairs than I ever have for this last show.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
it's a good problem. That's a beautiful problem. For me, I would like to have a call to action for every single one of y'all that's been supporting us. First off, we are grateful. We thank you so much. It's because of y'all we were able to make this next step. But as we are approaching the next level where all of us has to step up to, if you want to see us in the other territories, There's 6 other territories. There's the Midwest, Exodus, Southeast with Joe Kazana, Crossfire, Chicago, the World League, NWA,
Yep.
NWA Texas. The
Our next door neighbors.
Like, if you want to see us there, go on their page. You
Yep.
spam them. You let them know. Duke City Championship Wrestling, NWA, New Mexico is here to take over any territory. You
That's
tell
right.
them. You let them know. We're ready to hit the road and make them ours. You tell
That's
them
right.
that we're ready to make them Duke City Championship Wrestling.
Absolutely, man.
That's
You
what this
tell
man
them.
just said. That part.
You tell them. You tell them. All right. So we thank you so much as we're walking to this next chapter. Gentlemen, it's my honor sharing time with you. This has been Real Show. I'm grateful for you. I appreciate y'all. Please